My partner and I are structural engineers who are trying to help improve the safety of the country by providing a solution to your hurricane disaster problem. Firstly, I'll talk about how these natural disasters occur. Hurricanes are formed when there are clusters of thunderstorms over warm water. The warm air from the cluster of thunderstorms are combined with the warm air from the water surface, then both begin rising. The storms start to spin because of trade winds blowing from different directions. Rising warm air evaporates from the water will cause pressure to decrease at higher altitudes. Storms start to draw warm air from the sea below, and at the same time, cooler and drier air would be drawn downwards. This is the result from the air rapidly rising faster with the goal to fill the low pressure. The wind speed of this storm will increase as more air is sucked into the low pressure center from traveling across the ocean and sea and picking up warm and moist air. A fully formed hurricane may take hours or several days. The eye of hurricanes are calm winds located at the center of the hurricane and surrounded by strong windstorms and heavy rainstorms. So you might be asking, why would you need to worry about these hurricanes? Well, that's because your country is located near the North Atlantic Ocean, where most tropical and hurricanes form. As shown in the picture here, your country is located somewhere over here, and these arrows indicate where hurricanes and tropical storms usually go, and your country is in that path. As shown in this picture as well, you can see that your country is clearly in one of the areas the hurricanes would impact. Hurricanes have made devastating damages in the past for Haiti. There are many strong storms that have been ranked one of the strongest hurricanes in history and have done so much damage to this poor nation. Death tolls from these hurricanes were huge and have resulted in many destroyed houses and damaged one as well. The majority of crops have been wiped out from floods of the hurricanes, and that led to many deaths of children from malnutrition. These damages from all these hurricanes resulted in over 5% of the country's GDP to be lost. Each of the hurricanes have their own share of damage done to this poor nation. These pictures show what happens during the event of a hurricane, which includes flooding mostly and houses being wrecked. Two major factors are affected by this problem, one being environmental, and it affects the environment surrounding the area that was affected by the natural disaster, which is the hurricane. The environment may have suffered from accidental chemical leaks, destroyed trees, spilled waste, or debris from broken buildings. Many of the wildlife and plant life can be destroyed from the dirt and pollution caused when a natural disaster strikes, the hurricane. They are highly affected since the hurricane can travel large distances and can affect and destroy the environment from far away. Fishing industries and farmers are affected as large amount of water will be unleashed onto the fields, and also fishing boats and nets are destroyed from this. The other being economics. Even though the area in which needs to be made hurricane-proof has been narrowed down to a small area, it still results in lots of money being used. Furthermore, if this solution is not used, according to past facts, the amount of money spent each time a hurricane, tropical storm, strikes would be extremely high. When the solution is put in place and starts to be used in this country, the amount of money used to repair the damage will be much less than if we had to use them in this country when there is no hurricane-proof housing. Consider the fact that if this solution is not used fast in this country, Haiti would continue to get poorer and face even more damages and wreckage of their properties. So basically, how are these damages affecting the houses? Apparently, hurricanes can do many different damages to the house in many different ways. It can damage the exterior and interior as shown in this picture, and the roofs can be blown off as well as the walls, as well as the windows, as they are one of the most vulnerable spots of the house, shown in this picture here. And trees and power lines would also be another thing that a hurricane would damage, and thus will lead to damaging the structures as shown in this picture. There are many different pressures that are applied to the house in the event of a hurricane, one being the force of shearing. As the wind usually blows in this direction, we could say the house will be pushing in that direction, creating the shearing effect as one glides in another. At the same time, the house has also the bending effect. In the event of hurricane as shown in the picture, hurricane wind from one direction pushes the house this way, and the roof and stuff would be pulled out like this way. And as you can see, the dotted lines shown here would be the bending effect of the hurricane.
The solution we are going to show your company that will prevent the many problems when a hurricane strikes in Haiti is that we will be modifying the housing in the southern areas of Haiti. We will be changing and reinforcing the doors, windows, roofs, and if possible, the shape of the structure. On the screen is a diagram of a hurricane-proof house in the USA that we are trying to aim for the solution for Haiti. As you can see, we can change the square-shaped housing of Haiti into a circular shape. According to Deltex Homes, this will lower the risk of dangers when a hurricane strikes since the winds cannot focus in one part of the house. Also, our hurricane-proof house will reinforce the windows by adding accordion shutters. For the roofs, we will be adding roof shingles and we will change the door to a metal door. This will be used so it can withstand the strong winds from a hurricane and will not break as easily as the current material in Haiti, which is wood. This will decrease the chance of deaths and damages when a hurricane strikes, since a house will be unlikely to break if our modifications would be applied. There are also real-life examples of a hurricane-proof house if your company is not convinced yet. This is an actual quote and picture from a person using the hurricane-proof house in America. To quote the person, he said our Deltec home served as a refuge for 12 adults and 7 children after the local shelter lost its roof during Charley. The winds reached 178 miles per hour. We were also hit with Hurricane Jean. The only damage we had was a few missing tiles. As your company can see, even when there was a Category 5 hurricane that struck this house, the hurricane-proof house only lost a few tiles. This is what our solution will do to the current housing of Haiti. The housing of Haiti will also only lose a few tiles if we were to use our solution. If your company is still not convinced with our solution, then this solution is the best since it has many reasons why it works. In front is a picture of a circular building based on hurricane protection, damage prevention. The hurricane-proof house can have a circular shape because when the wind from the hurricane comes, it will split the wind so that the wind will not focus in one place of the house. This picture shown is the accordion shutters from Green Steel Homes. For the protection of the window, you can use accordion shutters, which can stop the hurricane winds from destroying the windows and doors. Also, roof shingles will stop the wind from collapsing the roof of the houses because it will add more protection from wind and water. Finally, the wooden door of current housing in Haiti will be changed to a metal door. This will make it harder for the strong winds to break down the door and letting the water in. There are also scientific reasons why the solution also works. The forces involved when a hurricane strikes are shearing and bending. The solution to create a hurricane-proof house will reduce the amount of friction or drag. Based on science teacher Brian Webster, the greater the friction force, the more likely a material is going to be the subject to the forces of bending or shearing. Reducing the area exposed to the wind will then reduce the drag. The picture shows the force bending, and when we prevent bending, then the material of the house will be more bendable and the house wouldn't have two forces pushing against each other that will in turn break the material, such as the wooden roofs or wooden walls. This picture shows the force shearing. Using the solution, we will prevent the shearing, then the wind would flow around the house, and it will reduce wind drag that will reduce the damage done by the wind. Finally, this solution will be the most suitable for a low-income country because according to hurricane protection damage prevention, the materials cost of the shingles, accordion shutters, and metal doors are medium to low cost comparing the different types of roofs, windows, and door protection. The accordion shutters cost half the price of the high-tech shutters. Also, the solution will be only modifying the housing and not creating new houses, so it will be cheap just to add to the already made houses. The materials will only be metal and steel, which are very cheap materials compared to the reinforced metal. Finally, doing the solution now will prepare for the next hurricane, and when the next hurricane strikes, the environment will not suffer as much because the forests in Haiti will not be getting destroyed as much from the house debris. And the Haiti government will not have to spend as much money to repair houses and need aid money since most of the houses will be hurricane-proof and not be destroyed. The economy of the government will not lower drastically and deforestation will not be horribly damaged. This is the cheapest and most effective solution to the current housing in Haiti. Prepare now and save later.